Hello everybody, welcome to our Friday video. This is going to be the start of our holiday card series. So I'm using the stamps from the Stamp of Approval box that I had showed the other day. Now this piece of paper right here is actually 4 by 5 1/4. And what I'm doing is just taking the Versamark and I'm going around the edge trying to create a nice, continual border around all 4 sides. And I'm using my Fiskars press, which helps line up and make sure everything is straight. And then what we're going to do when we're done with that, we're going to be using the Zing embossing powder, and this one is Red Glitter Finish. And you're going to see me pull that out with my trusty coffee filter. And all we're going to do is put the glitter on all 4 sides, and then we'll heat it up with the heating tool. And with doing it like this, I actually there was another step that I should have done before I did this, and I wasn't even thinking about it. It said embossing. I put it on there. I'm heating it up. I figure I'm all good to go. But I'll show you later in the video where I think I've made my mistake. Alright, so right now we're just heating up our tool, and I'm trying to, lock in the glitter on our decorative paper. And after I go around, then I'm going to grab my other sheet that's going to go on top, and that one is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And what I'm using is this Casual Friday stamp, the Bring On the Snowflakes. So I'm just putting the ones that I want to use. I just wanted to use the 2 different ones. I think they're the bigger ones on there. And I'm using this sentiment that says, have a joyful holiday season. That's from the Neat and Tangled set called Bright Baubles. And using the VersaFine, stamping that right in the center. And since I have the heat gun out, I'm going to go ahead and use my Simon Says stamp, the clear, fine detail clear, to give it a nice glossy finish. And we're just going to heat that up real quick. Alright, and then once we're done with that, we're going to grab my favorite things, Wild Cherry ink, and I'm going to use that to stamp my snowflakes. And since these are bigger ones, you're not going to need that many of the actual snowflake. So I'm doing 2 of each size. And this is the bigger one. I'm going to have it go off the corner a little bit. And then on the bottom. And then on the baubles, the one from Neat and Tangle, I'm going to grab one of the smaller circles on that to use as a filler. And I'm using the VersaFine ink. And then I'm using it also on the red, the Wild Cherry. Alright, and then once we're done with that, the idea I was having for it was to use the gold sequins that were in with the package. And I'm looking because sometimes when you stamp and your stamp is so much smaller than your clear block, you'll get ink on the actual block that you're using. And it'll wind up, if you press too hard or press the wrong way, you'll make marks on your paper. And I had one on the very corner on the bottom left, and then there was another one kind of like in the middle. So what I decided to do, I put a little bit of the matte finish, multi-matte, medium, by Ranger on my sheet, and I'm just using that to adhere my sequins. And I'm just using my pickup tool to lay them down. And usually I like to keep it in the odd numbers, but like I said, I noticed that little smudge, so I'm going to put another sequin down. And all I did with it there is I took the We Are Memory Keepers corner punch, and I used the 1/2 inch round to create the round on the bottoms. Alright. And you can kind of see in this picture here how the glitter is starting to come off on the edge. And I turned it over and was, you know, putting my tape on, and I look up and there's even more stuff off on the side. So to make the card stand, you know, all go together, I rounded the corners on the card as well. And then I noticed I had some missing on the top and on the left side, and so you guessed it, we have to do it over. So instead of trying to do the whole entire video over, I decided to show you the correct way. So I did the Versamark ink, and then right here I'm putting on it heat and stick powder. I got this from Stampin' Up, and when you heat it up, it actually gets sticky. And once it's heated up and it's sticky, it allows the glitter to actually adhere to the card better. Because what I did the last time, I just did the Versamark, applied the glitter, and I tried to heat it up, but the glitter didn't stick to the Versamark as well. So with this, with the glue, it's going to stick and hold better, and it won't smear when you run your hands over it. And once I was done, I just double checked it. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting it down, so that way I can attach it to the top of my sentiment on the card. And I'm just I made it a straight line at the top, and I cut it so that it was the length of the card, which is the 5 inches. And there you have it. So I still get the border that I was trying to get, it's just on the one spot. Then we glue it up with the Tombow tape runner, and I'm attaching it to our card. And with their adding that trim piece, there was a little bit hanging off the edge, and I just cut that off. So once again, thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you guys at our next video. Have a great weekend.